Hi, my name is Terry. I've lost 170 pounds with keto, carnivore, and ketovore. Here's all my macros for the day. Don't forget to click like, please. Thank you. Hey there, so I'm getting my stuff ready for work tomorrow. Got my protein coffee here. You can go into my specialty videos and I show how I make my coffee. And tomorrow I'm going to be taking the Diet Doctor Brussels sprouts. It's kind of high carb, because it's Brussels sprouts. But, that's okay. Vegetables didn't make me fat. It was all the pizza and the bread and all the pasta and all the bad stuff that made me fat. So if I go over on carbs, if I go extra over on carbs a little bit, I'm just not going to freak out about it. I am going to do, to go along with the Brussels au gratin that I made. You can also see that on my Sunday. I made some playlists. So one is the Sunday specials. One is my specialty preps. So it's things like my egg muffins, my coffee, things that I make all the time that you all, I don't really need to upload or I don't need to do, a video on constantly. So if I just put them in its own playlist, it'll be right there and ready. So then I'm also going to take some slaw or some salad dressing. A cabbage salad. I can't speak. So anyway, I'm going to do 2 servings, which is 85 and 85. Alexa, what's 85 plus 85?
85 plus 85 is 170.
All right, so I'm going to take 170 grams of this cabbage. All right, let's see. So there's 170 grams of the cabbage. And then I've already scanned in the chronometer. I plugged all of this stuff in for tomorrow. So that way I kind of know how tomorrow's going to go. I'm going to do 1 serving of Walden Farms dressing, which is 30 grams. And then I'm going to do 1 servings of this Skinny Girl Honey Dijon, which is, it says 30 ml, but every time I ask, Alexa, how many grams is 30 milliliters?
Here's something I found on the web. 30 milliliters of water weighs about 30 grams. Did that answer your question?
Yes.
Thanks for your feedback.
So for my liquids, it's mostly equal, so that's just how I treat it. So if it's milliliters, I just convert it and do equal grams. It may not be perfect, but that's all right. I don't care about perfection. So that and that, so I'll put those away. Then, like I said, I got my muffin, so I'll have this in the morning. That'll be my lunch. And if you saw my previous video, I went out and I bought some some fruit. So I bought some raspberry and blueberries. So I plugged in 50 grams of blueberries. Whenever I typed in blueberries, it automatically came up as 100. And I'm like, I don't know. I want to start off a little bit at a time. I tell you, there's somebody who you should all be following, and it's Kim Howerton. She's the one that inspired me and has taught me so much. Let me tell you something. If I was ever going to pay for a program, I would bypass all other programs and pay for Kim Howerton. Hers is the only program I would pay for. She promotes self-thinking. She teaches you and talks about you are your own person. You have to do what's right for you. Just because Joe Blow over here never eats vegetables, they only eat meat and high fat, doesn't mean you can do high fat. So she's she promotes self-thinking. So she doesn't just tell you what to do. So she teaches you how to think for yourself. And I needed that. Otherwise, I would not have succeeded. So if you are ever stuck and you're just to the point where you're going to pay for a program, if I was to pay for a program, and I don't want to pay for no program, but if I ever was to pay for a program, Kim Howerton would be the one I would pay for. She's amazing. Anyway, so I asked her a question tonight. She has lives every Tuesday, and I asked about fruit. And I was like, what if somebody is wanting to look into adding fruit to their diet? She said, I would do a small amount with a meal and see if you start having cravings after that. See if you have any negative issues after that. So at supper tonight, I had some raspberries. So tomorrow at lunch, I'm going to take some blueberries. You don't need to add this just because I do. You don't need to do everything I do. I'm just here to show you how I'm doing it and what I'm doing. I know if you followed me in this past summer, I bought our church, my mom's church, had some figs, and I ate some of those, and that was fun, So just because I have some fruit here and there, doesn't mean I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be a fruitopian. No, what them people called fruit. I don't know what them fruit people are that they only eat fruit. I'm just, adding some things in just to kind of broaden my horizons and see how it affects me now that I'm on maintenance. And it'd be good to add some stuff every now and then and see how I handle it. So I had the raspberries tonight. So far, so good. No cravings. I will see tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going to take some of these for my lunch tomorrow and see what happens. So, all right. So that is let's get back to the food. Enough of the self-explaining. I always hate when I watch people's videos and they're like, guys, just because I do this doesn't mean you should complain about it, or just because this doesn't mean that. I always hate when people do that. I'm like, why are you so defensive? And here I am doing it. So anyway, if you want to try fruits, by George, try it. We are no keto police here. So so I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator, and that's what I'm gonna take for lunch tomorrow. We'll see how I tolerate it and see how it goes down. See you in the morning. Good morning, it's breakfast time. I've got my egg, I microwaved it, not quite 1 minute, and then I used a little plastic knife and cut it into bite-sized pieces just to make it easy. So now I can just I got my coffee going. Okay, see you at lunch. It's lunchtime. I've got my Diet Dr. Brussels au gratin and my cabbage salad. I'm going to put some blueberries on the salad, and then I'll have some just loose and free. So I told my coworkers to watch me and see if I act all drunk like I do whenever I have like regular sugar, because I want to see if my body reacts to fruit the way it did to like sugar. So let's try the au gratin. Okay, see you at supper time. Hey there, here's my supper. I'm having some rutabaga rancher's pie. Okay, rutabaga cottage pie, but I'm calling it rancher's pie. I put a hole in it because I remember years ago somebody saying if you spread your food out, it heated it better because it got heat from the center, and so it heat everywhere. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, that's going to be my supper. I'm going to see. Nope, not taking a bite. I love y'all, but nope. So, all right, that's my supper. Bye.